Hello and welcome to another update video about HBAR. Here on the HBAR chart, we're currently dealing with a correction that's been ongoing since December, I think. I mean, this correction is still unfolding, potentially as a larger ABC structure here in the white scenario. The idea is that the A wave might have bottomed here around the 50% retracement at 12.8 cents, and that might be the A wave, yeah. Or, in a more bullish interpretation, it could already be the low of the blue wave 4. I have to say, I don't particularly like this structure that's developed from the low here, from the 7th of April low. I don't like the structure particularly. It's not the cleanest, it's not the clearest. And for further confirmation that really a low has formed on the HBAR chart, not just a, let's say, a local low, but a more substantial low, I'd like to see a breakout to the upside from our corrective price channel. So first of all, you might remember that we talked about that in previous videos, that this here looks somewhat like a massive bull flag. It is a corrective price channel as such. You know, we are moving down in corrective patterns, overlapping structures, and the market seems to be constrained by these trend lines. So we're still printing lower lows and lower highs at the moment. Any break above the yellow trend line here could open the door to a test of the 28-cent level, yeah, in this previous B wave high, for example. And the idea is that, yeah, in the blue count, you know, we might go higher, obviously, in the fifth wave directly towards eventually, yeah, first of all, 28 cents, but eventually like 49, 66 cents. That's the direct pathway higher. Whereas, obviously, if it's the white count, it might just be a B wave bounce, okay? And then we go down lower. It is always possible that a three-wave move down that appears to be complete turns into a more complex three-wave move, yeah? Because three waves can be all of wave 4, but because the move down was not very, very deep, it could just be the A wave of a larger wave 4. I would slightly prefer the blue count, however, because the price already reached the 50% retracement, and I'm also leaning towards the idea that on the Bitcoin chart, the correction might be complete, yeah. So looking at the shorter time frame then, to get a little bit of a little bit of clarity about the microstructure. But again, bear in mind, this is really just the microstructure. It can easily change when you watch the video. Maybe it's already moved. But that's why we have the membership, obviously, to keep you really updated about latest developments. But there is a nano support area, micro support area between 17.1 cents and 17.8 cents. That's really the nearest support area I can offer. And I'm tracking here the blue scenario, which is the scenario that tells us that we've bottomed. You know, if we get all 5 waves completed, wave 1, wave 2, we could be in the third wave, but the third wave might need one more high to complete. One more high, ideally towards, I would say, 20.4 cents, but better would be 21.3 cents. Not quite sure if it's going to get there. Then we will add support for this wave 4, and then one more high could be a 5-wave move. Now, that being said, there is the white scenario. I have to say, actually, I would prefer if it's the white count, it forms a larger ABC structure like that. Hold on. Just trying to label that properly because I need to add one layer of wave degrees here. So it could be this in the white count. Not needed that we form this extended ABC structure. The main takeaway here is that if the price after the next high, first of all, let's see if we can get another high. I mean, we're talking about an altcoin. If we get one more high and the price cannot hold support for blue wave 4, which I cannot define yet, this support, then it's a 3-wave price top, which opens the door to another test of the previous lows. But I could still have an alternative scenario like a larger ABC structure. We will talk about it when we come to that. For now, the immediate focus is on higher prices against 17.1 cents. Any break below this level now would first of all open the door to a test of last week's lows around 15.5 cents, and then we need to see how the structure looks like. It would be a break of structure, at least on the micro level. That's the update about HBAR. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.